Let's re-rank the remaining 16 teams that will compete in the Super Regionals and for a spot at the Women's College World Series. This is, in my opinion, taking their original seedings and then adjusting based on their regional performance. Oklahoma's at number 1 with the top seed Texas A&M knocked out. It's really the offense right now that's impressed me the most, with just a crazy duo of Cassidy Pickering and Ella Parker who have experience going the distance in the postseason. I moved Arkansas up to 2, went 3-0 in their regional, close call with Oklahoma State on day 2, but then absolutely crushed them in the regional final 12-0. Didn't even need the bat of Bree Ellis in the final game, and the pitching is lights out right now. I like how Arkansas looked in the regionals. UCLA was dominant, so I moved them up to 3, a really big jump from their original seeding. Run ruled every game and gave up 2 runs all weekend. Plus the incredibly terrifying duo of Jordan Woolery and Megan Grant. I just think when they have it all clicking, this UCLA team can go toe-to-toe with anyone in the country. Florida at 4 won every game of the regional, and the offense looked really good. Really just moved so I could move up Arkansas and UCLA. Taylor Shoemaker looked really good all weekend, and the offense made up for the pitching staff, giving up 6 runs to Florida Atlantic. Texas at 5 moved them up a spot. I thought the Longhorns looked impressive in the regionals. Run ruled Michigan as the offense exploded for 16 runs, and Tegan Cavan shut out UCF in the regional final. At 6, Tennessee, Carlin Pickens and the entire Tennessee staff handled a very offensive regional with ease. They shut out the powerful Ohio State offense and didn't allow a home run to the top home run hitting team in the country. Plus, their offense went off too. At 7, FSU moves down a couple spots as the first team on the list to lose a game in the regionals. But other than the 1 loss to Auburn, they handled the rest with ease, and they shut out the Tigers in the if necessary game with experienced players like Michaela Edenfield stepping up at the plate. Texas Tech at 8, the bats have been hot for the Red Raiders, and combine that with Nyjuri Kennedy at her best, and you have a dangerous Texas Tech team. Mississippi State did have some success at the plate against Kennedy in the final, but the Texas Tech offense got them through. At 9, how about Nebraska and Jordy Ball? To think one of the best pitchers in the country reached base at every single at-bat, hit 4 homers in 4 at-bats to start the weekend. If she can continue that level with the help of players like Ava Cusack at the plate, Nebraska can go the distance. At 10, South Carolina. This is just a tiny drop for the Gamecocks, mostly because of other teams just moving up. Didn't necessarily dominate, but swept their regional nonetheless. Managed to get the bats going later on to accompany good pitching from Sam Gress. At 11, Clemson stays put, went 3-0 in the regional, but didn't overly impress to jump any spots from where they were originally seeded. Squeaked out an extra inning win against Northwestern on day 2, and then pulled out a 5-1 win over Kentucky in the regional final. At 12, Alabama jumps a few spots from number 15 after getting past Virginia Tech. That was not an easy regional by any means, with Emma Lemley in the circle for the Hokies, and then the nation's top home run hitter in Corey McMillan. But the Bama pitching staff was impressive. We'll need to keep it up to contain OU's lineup, which they've done before this season, and the offense needs to come alive. 13, we've got Oregon jumping a bit from their original number 16 seed. Came down to the absolute wire and the clutch swing of Des Patman to walk off the Cardinal. But impressive to get past a hot Stanford team, beat them by 10 to force an if necessary, and just showed grit and will to win, even with not everything going for them at once. At 14, how about the Liberty Flames? Made history in more ways than one, but taking down the 1 seed for the first time ever in College Station is incredibly impressive. We saw just how talented this team could be. There was no one stopping Rachel Roop in that regional. Battled through some miscues defensively and had Emily Kennedy's number, but always were able to punch back. 15, Ole Miss took down Arizona, and so they went from unseeded to number 15, hit 11 home runs during the regional, and kept up the hot streak from the SEC tournament. Will be a tough matchup with Arkansas's lineup at its peak, but a team they beat 2 out of 3 earlier in the season. And at 16, Georgia, with another upset of a national seed, took down Duke in extra innings as Jaden Goodwin hit a go-ahead bomb in the 8th. The pitching was just what they needed to get this done. This UGA team has been in the Supers before, back now for the 3rd straight season. They know how to get it done and have a rivalry super matchup with Florida to look forward to. That's how I rank the top 16 remaining teams. Let me know how you would in the comments.